All right, guys, here I am, waiting to head out to Area A. This is going to be the last trip of the year before winter sets in. Waiting on everybody to get here so we can head off. For those of you that aren't familiar with the story, I did a podcast on it a few months ago with Robroy Menzies, where we kind of talked about how we got introduced to it and brought into it. But I'll give you the Cliff Notes version. Gentleman, very professional gentleman with a very prestigious career. He bought a remote property to build a cabin on. And as he started to spend time on the property and build the cabin, he started to notice activity, a lot of things like screams, knocks, stuff being moved around, stuff like that. And he started kind of looking into, well, what would cause all this, and kind of come to the conclusion that it could possibly be Bigfoot or Sasquatch. So he reached out to me and a few others and have allowed us to come out on the property with him and look around. And I've been twice. This is going to be my third trip. And so far, I've found some signs, but I haven't had any real ongoing activity. And we've spent a lot of time speculating on why that might be. There's some other things going on with the property, like there's no hummingbirds this year. Last year, I guess they were thick with them. So, we're kind of like, well, what's different this year that wasn't last year? Maybe it was the amount of snow we got over the winter, things like that. But anyway, we are getting ready to head off, and I'm going to be out of the loop for a couple of days. And when I get back, hopefully I'll have some good videos and stuff for you. And we'll talk about our adventures in Area A. Maybe while we're there, me and Robroy can sit down and discuss our thoughts on the place again. I had a really good time doing that last time, so I'd like to do it again. So anyway, guys, wish us luck. Just waiting on the rest of the crew to get here so we can get on the boat and head off. So wish us luck. All right, Rob, what we got?
It was right here.
On the ground?
Yep.
And it was left up on the stump.
No bite marks. It's wet, of course. Lid is still on. No peanut butter missing. It was just laying right there. Huh. It's wet. I mean, there's no chew. It's just wet. Almost looks like someone was trying to peel the label off or something. Huh. I don't know. Here. That couldn't have been the wind. I wouldn't think.
That thing weighs a few pounds.
Yeah, it's in there good too.
Huh. So we just got here. You can hear the generator running in the background there. Rob ran up here to check on the peanut butter, found it removed from its perch here on the stump and down on the ground there. Otherwise, mostly undisturbed. Lid was still on it, peanut butter still in it. So we found an interesting track over by the shed, which I got a couple of pictures of. I didn't take any video over there because the generator's running, you wouldn't be able to hear us. So I'll throw those in here. And we're just hitting the ground and just getting our bearings. So we'll update as we go along. All right, Rob, what are we doing?
Okay, well, apparently we just got here a few hours ago, and we came up here, and looks like we found a potential track. So we built a box, and we put some plaster on it. We're gonna give it a shot, see what happens. See if maybe we'll pull some cool textures out of it.
So here's where we found our track that we're casting. And if you look back here, you can see what could possibly be another step in that sequence. Let's see if I can get back here, give you a better shot. So there's the heel right there, and then the other track was there. There's some tracks that we made on either side of it. Those are ours, but that's a pretty wide step, wider than I make, and I'm about 6 foot tall. So, and it's interesting, and there's not a lot of detail, and the ground's pretty wet. I'm actually a little concerned how that's going to dry with the ground being so wet around it, but I think if we let it cure overnight, we might be able to pull it up.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. I mean, that first kind of really wet step, I guess.
Yeah, this one.
It is the same size, and it is kind of room where you'd kind of expect to see a...
Yeah, and it's going in an odd direction because it's going this way, and if you look like where it's coming from, I'm going to step in front of you.
Yep, well, that's all right.
If you look where it's coming from, there's not a path there. It just goes straight into that thick brush there. So that's kind of interesting. So
yeah, we usually
we'll see.
some of the walking through the bushes.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
And
all right. So I decided to come up here on a little solo hike. You just kind of walk around a little bit. This is probably the last trip out here for the year, so I just kind of wanted to get some alone time out here. Man, look at that. Look at that tree. That root system's like growing up that rock. Man, that's pretty cool. So primordial out here. But we pulled our track cast, and I think we're all of the same opinion of it. And I'll give you an overview of that here when I get back. But I'm gonna walk around here a little bit more and head back to the cabin. It is a beautiful day. Not too hot, not too cold. Sun's out. Great time. All right, I'll check you in a little bit. All right, Rob, you want to tell everybody about our cast here?
yeah, so when we first got here, we found this suspicious footprint. We all thought it was a little intriguing in the mud. So we decided to, what the heck, we'll cast it and see what it comes out. And so we cast it and cleaned it up, and we truly believe that this is simply a boot.
Yeah.
And we kind of have one here. You can kind of see, if you look, you can see the kind of shape, because most of us wear these Juno sneakers, but it looks very close to that. So we all think that is just simply a boot.
Yeah. Well, you know, when in doubt, cast it out.
That's
and
right.
We pulled it out of the ground. We were able to see details that we could while it was in the ground, like the squareness of the heel.
Yeah, especially that.
Stuff like that. So
it's obviously a boot.
It was good practice.
Yeah,
and, you know, it didn't lead to anything, but we had a good time doing it.
Sure.
And, you know, it's better to dispel that it wasn't a Bigfoot than to say it was. So,
absolutely.
You know, not everything is Bigfoot.
Not everything is a Bigfoot, but you know what? We're having fun out here, and it's beautiful. So
that's right.
That's all that counts.
And this is our last day. We're getting ready to pack up and head out.
It's unbelievable.
Possibly the last day for the year. We won't be back till the spring.
Nope.
So
this was it.
yeah. All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching. We
Over and out.
appreciate you, and keep tuned, man. We'll have some more adventures for you soon.